Let's see if we can get this set up. If I even remember how to do it. It says right over there. Let's see what this thing does. Oh, something's... Okay, well, that's sound check 1. Let's see what happens here. Hyundai. Let's see here. Check, check, check. Let's see here. Check, check, check. All right, that is sound check number 2. And we are live. We got Chris on here. We got more than 005. We got another Chris on here. Double Chris's. We got Jody Questwise. I didn't get a chance to watch Jody's newest video, but he did something up there. Let's see. Jim is over there up in Madison. Oh my goodness.
I apologize.
What was that? Scary. Yeah, D.W. Low. Sound check 1. Mr. Luggage. Got Neil Morgan. We got Nay. Wimpa 79. That's a new name. Howdy, Wimpa. Thank you so much for joining us today. Chris Cross. Oh, dear. So this scenario is the escape scenario for those of you that are playing along at home. I probably shouldn't talk about this too much, should I? Since I'm probably going to go over it all again. Find something else to talk about. So Mr. David Lowe and a buddy of his are talking about doing a road trip to Pulp Alley. Pulp Alley here in Perilous Island, Oklahoma, just on the outskirts of Enid, Oklahoma, or maybe more towards the innards. The innards of Enid, Oklahoma.
Innards for sure.
Yeah.
I wish we were on the outskirts.
A sovereign territory, though.
Well, yeah.
Inside a volcano, a secret base inside a volcano. So if you see a volcano, you'll know that's where we're located. Him and a buddy of his are talking about coming up here towards the beginning of February, sometime in February. So be a lot of fun. We'll try and get in a fistful of Pulp Alley games. If anybody else feels like swinging by, I'll make a bowl of chili for you. Bowl of chili. What's wrong?
I don't know if that's guest appropriate.
Guest appropriate chili. What do you mean? How can it not be? Oh, Whippa, thank you, 79. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for getting the starter set. Appreciate that. Y'all swing on by here. PulpCon, February. It's pretty here in Traverse City, Michigan as well. Very cool. GW Low or GW Rules gives us a hi there. Of course, he's up there in South Canada, I think, somewhere. Nay is on here. Hey, we're supposed to have started. We're supposed to do our official greetings, so here it is. Hey, everybody, this is Dave here at Pulp Alley, and I am with the world's most dangerous Bessy. Now on the main stage.
Oh, dear.
Oh, Vinny's on here. Hey, y'all, Vinny's on here. Did you guys see the video where we were talking about the surprise box and my efforts to try and figure out what it was and put it together? Really cool box. Really cool box. I really like the extra little detail of the laser cut letters. So not only do you have those kind of engraved on the box, but you actually have the letters that you can put on there. Really, really cool. We'll probably end up giving one of those away, or maybe 2. I don't really know, but maybe next Thursday. Tune in next Thursday. We'll do a video over there at, oh God, I cannot always have a trouble with his name. Atomic Laser Cut Designs there. Bam, rolled off the tongue. Rolled off the tongue.
But is that confirmed to actually be correct?
Doesn't matter. It's close enough. Sometimes close enough is close enough. We're playing a live scenario today. This is scenario number 32 out of our Scenario of the Month series. We're going to be playing this solo with one league, and we're also going to we're going to be using the solo deck. And then I'm also wanted to show off these lovelies because today I've dug them out. We're using the experienced one versions of the Phantom Agents. So here's the lovely experienced version of Phantom Ace with one extra ability. Here's the lovely experienced version of Rutherford with one extra ability. Trick is his extra ability. And Phantom Ace's extra ability was Danger Sense, not Danger Sense, Combat Sense. Combat Sense. And then Gage's extra ability is Crafty. She is crafty. And she, for her inventor role, we already rolled for that, and she got the electro goggles. That's what she's bringing to the game today. Another interesting change, and I hope to develop this story a little bit more as we go along. Another interesting change is, remember, at the start of each turn, we're going to be rolling to see how many soldiers appear each turn of the scenario, and they will appear at the blue dots there and over there. However, here's a little fun twist. If we draw a 3, if we draw a 3 for the number of soldiers that appear, then we're actually going to put out a werewolf instead. So the werewolf is here waiting to come on the field. So there are the soldiers that will be appearing throughout the scenario. But if I draw a 3, a werewolf will appear instead. It is level 4, it is beefy, and it's hungry. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I think we should just go ahead and get started, don't you?
Yeah.
This is kind of a follow-up on our last scenario where Phantom Ace got gunned down in the alley. That was pretty brutal. That was pretty brutal. And so we're just saying that he was captured. We're going to say that he was captured. Where from? Werewolf. Yes, that werewolf. Oh, good. Kenneth is on here. Good. Charlie is on here. Thank you so much for joining. Nay, good. Thank you guys. Thank you, Mac Daddy, and thank you so much for reminding me about that as well. So, gentlemen and ladies, if you're on here right now, please take a moment and make sure you hit that like button. That's important to us. And what else was I going to talk about? Is that it?
Yeah.
So follow up. So Phantom Ace is captured. Give me 4. So Phantom Ace is captured and he is down in this pit. And throughout this scenario, he is basically trying to escape. He can try to escape on his own, but his colleagues are also here to help. So not only does he have Rutherford and Gage here to help, but he also used his network of supporters role and added an extra level 2 character. So he has a group of armed French resistance. French resistance. French resistance. To come onto the field as well. There are 5 plot points scattered around the table. This is 1, which is the pit. This is 2, which is the gun position. This is 3, which is some sort of explosives or fireworks or something to set up some sort of distraction. That's 3. Then there's 1 over here, which is the false orders plot point. If we can do that, then we can cause some havoc amongst the local troops. And then there's the lights out plot point, which is around over there. Now, remember for this scenario, camera 1, for this scenario, the guards do not move, but the soldiers do. So the five guards that started the scenario in their position, they will remain there and defend their position. The soldiers that are appearing at the plot points will move sometimes, not a lot, because if they have line of sight on a target, then they will just hold their ground and fire from where they're at. The special rules for this scenario are non-player characters, so we are treating the other side as non-player characters. Um, it is dark of night, so it's a full moon out though.
Oh,
Dun dun dun. There is a full moon, but otherwise fairly dark. Line of sight is limited to 12 inches. The leader is confined inside of the pit and will be attempting to escape uh, each turn as they activate. And then, yeah, the plot points are as described. They are not necessarily random. All right, that's it. Okay, let's get started.
let's get
So I
started.
guess I'm going to start off by activating Phantom Ace down in the pit. So when he activates, I'm going to have to draw a random solo card. And I drew Watch Your Step. So he could be, right now, he's up against, he's trying to climb up where he can get a hold of that grate, that cage in the middle of the night. He's trying to sneak out. He's going to have to roll one success with cunning or might. He's got the might to handle that. 3 die 10. Boom! Only need one of these. Easy peasy. So I got past my solo card. So the next thing that I'm going to do is camera one. The next thing I'm going to do is attempt my escape action. So they immediately encounter a random peril when they activate. After the challenge is resolved, their activation ends. Remove a number of confinement counters from one leader equal to the number of successes you rolled. So give me another peril. So now he's reached up to the gate, to the grate that's closed him into the pit, and he's trying to get it open. He's going to have to roll one success with finesse. He starts off with, oh, doggone it, how many confinement counters are there? Let's see, confinement counters, 8.
Whoa.
8 confinement counters on there. This is not going to be an easy escape for sure. All right, so I'm going to give him 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and one more. Okay, so there's my 8 counters. So there is my peril. I'm attempting to escape. So what I have to do now is the number of successes that I roll is the number of confinement counters that I remove. So 2 confinement counters have been removed.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that wasn't too bad. So now I guess I'm going to activate Rutherford. So as soon as he activates, he gets a solo card. And his solo card is Furious. Must try to pass the challenge below. So I have to roll 2 successes with cunning or might. Well, I've got the might to do that. 3 die 8 to do it. I only need to get 2 successes here. And I do. So I passed it. So what does that mean if I pass it? If I pass it, this character ignores all multiple combat penalties. Oh, and it says attach until the end of the scenario. So now Rutherford is furious. He's here to help his old friend. And you guys remember that Rutherford and Phantom Ace served together during World War I. And now we're in like probably 1941. They're getting a little long in the tooth, but they're still action heroes. All right. Let's see. So he continues his activation, and I guess I ought to. I guess I ought to go after one of these guards, huh?
Yeah.
I guess I'm just gonna hold my ground. No, I want to advance. I want to advance on him. I'm going to go ahead and move 6 inches towards one of them. I hate being out in the open. I wish I could find me some cover within 6 inches. And
What about the side of the building?
I could do that, huh? But I'd love to get that gun position taken care of. but that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to move 6 inches. I'm going to take a little bit of cover here in this doorway. And from there, really, my only target is the gun position. So that's what I'm going to do. And he's going to open up on the guard standing at the gun position. He's firing 4 die 8, and the guard will reply. The guard is shooting back. This is a shootout, boys and girls. This isn't target practice. This is a fight. So he's firing at the guard. The guard is firing back. Here is Rutherford's. Rutherford gets 3 successes, a 7, a 4, and an 8. Now the guard is firing back. Got a 6 and a 5. How dangerous does he play that, boys and girls? Remember, Pulp Alley is a game of thinking and tactics and options. So you have to decide, is Rutherford, popping out from that doorway and firing and using that doorway a lot? Or is he just using it to steady himself and popping off some shots? That's the decision here. How defensive or offensive is Rutherford? So, what do you think, Bessy? It's awful early in the game.
How many turns is this scenario?
6.
Ooh, not a lot.
I got to get him. I got to get that guard off of there. I got to get that guard off of there. So I'm just gonna say take them all. So Rutherford is laying it on the line here. He's going to give it all he can. That means the guard's going to have to roll a 3 dice health check. Excuse me. And he fails horribly. The guard goes down. By the way, these are level 1, so he is removed from play.
Yay.
And then Rutherford also has to roll a 2 dice health check. He's using D8s because I like him better. And he failed with 1 dice. Boys and girls, what does the cover do? The cover lets you re-roll that. The cover does not save him, and he is bloodied, boys and girls. Boys and girls, he takes a shot, and he is injured. Okay. The third character that I'm going to activate this turn is Gage. She will now activate, and as soon as she activates, she has to take a solo card. It says roll for the challenge below. All right, well, let's just go ahead and do that. She has a cunning of 4 die 8, so she will roll that. Okay, I needed 2 successes. I got a 5 and a 7. That is 2 successes, and she passed it. So we'll look at the pass. It says this character gains +1 bonus when rolling for any peril. Well, that's nice. Okay, and that will attach to her until the end of the scenario. So getting some attached cards here. That's kind of nice.
Mm-hmm.
That was the third character to activate this turn. Now, do we send her straight after this? Straight after this guard? Boy, I don't know about that. I think what I hate about that idea is that leaves Gage in the wide open, and every baddie on the table.
Up to just that box. That way she's close, but
or she could try and stay at the corner.
Yeah.
Stay at the corner and fire off on him. She's not a great shooter, but she's at least as good as he is.
Well, that would give her close range too.
Yeah, and she'll have control of the blocking. So we're going to try that. We're going to move her up to the corner, and she will shoot from there using the corner of the building, and she's going to fire at that guard. She's only normally gets 2 die 6. She has short range though, and that's going to get her a 3rd dice. The guard is shooting back, also has close range. Oh, should get a cough drop. Yeah, I'll look here in a second. Here is her Schützen. I'm looking to see if I'm missing anything. No. Okay. She shoots. She gets nothing. Oh my gosh. Not what we wanted to see. The guard gets 2 successes. This could go bad. She's going to have to use the cover as well. And the cover saves her. She is not injured. That did not go all that well, did it, boys and girls?
It did not.
Did not go well. Okay. That was the third character. Now remember that remember that all the player characters have to activate before the NPCs are allowed to go. So although I would much rather prefer to make the NPCs activate first, you can't do that with NPCs. They always go last. All right. So I do have one more character over here. I have the French Resistance. Now, what do I do here? Do I rush that guy?
Yeah.
Or do I
You gotta get him out.
or do I just sit there and shoot? I think I'm at an advantage if I sit there and shoot. I think I actually have hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
Plus, you have you're armed, so you can
yeah.
ignore multiple.
Yeah,
shooting.
I'm gonna leave them where they are. I'm gonna leave them where they are, and they're just going to fire at that guard and try and take him out. And then a dirty ambush attack. Let's see if they do have a 6-inch range to him. They do not. So they'll be rolling 3 dice 6 to shoot. He'll roll 2 dice 6 to shoot back. Remember, NPCs will always fight to try to inflict injury. They will almost never try to just defend or dodge. That's because they are there to be spoilers. They are there to make it as hard on you as they can, and that means going for blood. Here we go. Here is the Schutzen. Here is from my French Resistance. A5. Not doing too great on them. And here's the Schutzen back. A5 and A4. Doggone it. I don't think I want to let them go out. So I'm going to try and keep them. I'm going to go ahead and use that 5.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to get rid of their 5.
Yeah.
And that means they take 1 hit. My resistance takes a hit. And they're going to have a 1 dice because of their save. See if they can save it. And they save it. So they do not lose a character there.
Woo-hoo.
Or a model. Do not lose a model. That's the gang that we're using for the resistance there. All right. Let's see. So that ends it for the good guys, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So now we start activating the NPCs. Again, there's not a lot of thought that you have to put into the bad guys. They go for blood, and you should always start with the NPCs that are closest. I gotta get a cough drop, I think. Closest to a player character, and then working your way out from there. So I think it's going to be this guard over here that is the closest. Bessy, tell them about a little bit about this weekend. I'll try and find a cough drop.
What's this weekend?
Well, last weekend, or what we did.
Oh, we went to my sister's house and we ate food. We played with sticks and fires. Played on a tractor. It was an old rickety tractor. It was very dangerous. A lot of rust. Let's see, what else did we do? We drove hours and hours and hours.
Mm.
And somebody fell asleep.
Definitely fell asleep. I ate too much and played too much.
Oh yeah, you played tackle basketball with the children's. It's a contact sport. I'm just gonna say that.
Ain't no 10-year-old I can't whoop.
That's your niche.
That's my niche. As long as they're about half my size, oh, I got their number.
70 pounds, taking them out.
Yep. Yeah, boy. All right. Let's see. So that guard activates. It is a guard, so it will not do anything other than turn to fire at Gage. This is going to be his second fight. Remember, they already had a shootout there, so this is the second fight, and that means that the guard is going to be only getting 1 dice plus 1 for the short range. Gage is in the same boat. She's also been in a fight.
What's her extra thing? Because she's
Her electro goggles.
No, her other thing. Because she's
Watchful eye. from her solo card?
No, her extra ability. I'm sorry.
Oh, her extra ability is crafty, so that lets her re-roll a dodge or a cunning dice once per
Okay.
turn. All right. So this guard is firing at Gage. So it's 2 dice versus 2 dice. Let's just drop them all in the cup and let it roll. The guard gets 2 successes. Gage gets nothing. Oh dear.
Why are you
oh,
putting
dear.
everybody in the pit? What is this?
What is this? This is going bad. So Gage has to roll a 2 dice health check. Again, she passes it, boys and
Yay.
girls. She is motivated. She does not want to let Phantom Ace rot in that pit. Now, this is all part of Phantom Ace's scheme. I'd say the next closest NPC is this one over here. So he's in position. He will not move. He's going to shoot. We're going to give the guard 2 dice, and the French Resistance. Oh, they are, their ability is called armed, so they don't suffer the penalty for shooting. So they will remain with 3 dice. That kind of represents them taking turns and switching out and moving around. So they're kind of supporting each other. The guard gets 2 dice. Should only be 1 dice. Sorry. The guard should have 1 dice because they're not in short range. He normally has 2 dice. So he's only got 1 dice to shoot. 2. So that's nothing. So the French Resistance will throw 3 dice back, and they get a 4. That means the guard's going to have to roll a 1 dice health check, and he is remaining in play. The next soldier that is going to activate. Well, there's a guard up here. There's a guard in the tower.
Oh, yeah.
I think he's going to shoot down at Gage.
Does he have one?
Yeah.
I mean, over 12 inches?
Yeah, he's got line of sight to her, and it's within 12. So he's going to shoot down at Gage. He's rolling 2 dice 6 at Gage. And she's going to dodge this time, I think. She's got 3 die 8 in dodge. She's got her watchful eye going. That's not going to help her, though. Okay. I think this time we go to dodge because she's running out of shooting dice. And he got nothing.
Yay.
So I'm going to go ahead and use that dodge move there, or it's called disengage, boys and girls. And I'm going to go ahead and take my 1 inch, and I'm going to get behind this wall completely. What do you say about that?
Good move.
I'm going to go ahead and take that
With
1 inch to get away because there's way too much shooting still coming. So the other guard that is in play right now is that one there. I don't think they have line of sight to anything. I don't think they can see. I don't think they can see these guys. I think that truck is in the way. He doesn't have a shot there, so he's gonna defend his position.
Okay.
The other guard is back here. He doesn't have line of sight to anything either, so he's going to defend his position. But I do have 2 soldiers in play. And they, if they don't have line of sight, they will move. So this soldier over here is going to move up to the truck, going to use it for cover. And he will also fire at the French Resistance. So he's throwing 2 dice 6. The French Resistance will shoot back. He got nothing. The French Resistance is, remember, they ignore the multiple fights penalty, so they are continuing to shoot back with 3 dice 6 from their position over there, and they fail to get a dang thing. Woo! Oh, it's so dark here. It's so dark. They're just seeing shapes moving, and they're firing off. The other soldier that is in play is over there. And I'd have to say that the nearer target is Gage. Let's look at what the rules state for the NPCs. A lot of the basic rules for NPCs are included in the rule book. But there are almost always going to be special rules for NPCs that tailor them to the scenario that you're playing. Soldiers. Let's see. Da. A soldier will not move if a player character is in their line of sight. Otherwise, they move a D8 in a random direction. Okay. Okay. I think that is intended to represent the chaos that's going on. Just it's dark. They're over 12 inches away. They can't actually see anybody. So he's just going to move a D8 inches in a random direction. Four inches off towards the French resistance. They saw some muzzle flashes over there. They still don't have anybody in line of sight, so they're going to end it right there. And that ends turn one.
Yep.
That was a pretty eventful turn number one. So as we're going to pull a turn counter, and we're going to draw X for the number of soldiers that will appear at both of the. We're going to draw individually, so one card for each blue. So blue marker 1, we're going to check and see if it's a 3. And it's a 1. So another guard appears over there. Not guard. Another soldier appears over here. And at the other one, it is a 0. A 0. So no guard appears over there. And they are sleeping in. They are sleepyheads.
All right, recovery checks, babe.
Recovery check for
Rutherford.
Rutherford. He's got to get a 4 or better. I'm checking to see if there's something I'm missing. I don't see anything. Here we go. A 3 means Rutherford remains injured. That's what I was checking. Okay. No. All right. So Rutherford remains injured. So as we start turn number 2 now, I think I'm going to start off with Phantom Ace again. And his attempt to get out of the confinement. So as soon as he activates, I've got to take a solo card first. Held in place, he cannot move. That's not going to be a problem because it still allows him to perform his plot points. So the other thing that happens is he gets a peril. The peril is 1 with finesse. He's going to roll 3 die 10. The number of successes I get will equal the number of confinement counters removed. 1, 2, 3. Bam, baby. 1, 2, 3 confinement counters are gone. And that means there's only 3 left. Phantom Ace could be out of there fairly quickly. Other than that, that ends his activation. So he is done. The next character I'm going to activate. Now, hold on. Let me think about this. Now, do we want to activate Gage first? Or do we want to activate Rutherford first here? He's injured. What is Gage going to do? She could try and make a mad dash over there to get that gun.
Yeah.
Or she could move up on that plot point and try and help Phantom Ace get out. If he could...
now with that gun position, that could be handy.
It could be. It could be.
And
Definitely for keeping the baddies down.
So you're going to start accumulating.
I know. And we didn't do too good at finishing them off over here, and they're going to start popping up. It's lucky that we drew a 0. All right. I'm going to take off. Do it. I'm going to take off running for the gun position with Gage. And what she's going to do is I'm just going to move her 12 inches. We're going to move over here to the gun position. And she's not going to shoot. Should I shoot? Should I shoot when I get over? She's not a good shooter.
I'd save it.
Yeah. See, that's a tough position there. She's running. Is she running over there? Is she trying to pop off at people as she's going, or is she just staying low and fast and just trying to get over there? That's what that represents. So for this move, she's really just running. Maybe even gets a roll in at the end or a baseball slide.
I imagined a slide.
Okay, we'll go with the slide. All right. But we should have drawn a solo card for her, huh? Did we? Did we draw a solo card for her?
No.
Okay, draw a solo card for her.
Sprint.
Sprint. Okay. Well, Sprint is a solo card that, again, it will attach to her. So if she needed it, she could add an extra 3 inches to a run. So she is done. And then we go to Rutherford. So let's draw his solo card.
When it counts.
When it counts. How awesome is that? This character gains a +1 dice to might, finesse, and cunning. How awesome is that? And it is attached until it is used. So that's pretty cool. I'm just going to attach that to his stack here. And he's got himself a when it counts in his back pocket. Gosh, he's injured. He's injured. Oh, I hate doing this, but I'm gonna come up to the corner, poke his head around, and try and take this guard out. Oh, I hate doing that when he's injured like this. If we lose him here, this could be so bad. At short range, he's going to be rolling 5d8 to shoot. The guard's going to be rolling 3d6 to shoot back. Here we go. What?
His dice doesn't go down, right? Or does it?
Oh, doggone you. Yes. Do you hear that? Bessy's calling me on my D8s because Rutherford is injured. He does not get to roll his D8s, and he's kicked down to D6s. So he'll have 5d6. Man, you'd think she would let me cheat once in a while. I'm glad somebody around here knows these rules. And the guard will be shooting back with 3d6. Here is the shooting. A 6 and a 4. You know what, boys and girls? He does have an ability called Trick. That's his experience ability. I have to discard to gain an extra dice. I should have done that already. I thought it was a reroll. So I'm just going to stick with what I got. I'll just call it a 6 and a 4. And then, so here is the roll for the guard. Guard got a 5. I don't know that I'm willing to take that hit. I don't know. Rutherford's already injured.
No,
I'm not gonna take it. I'm gonna use that 6. I'm gonna get rid of the guard's 5. So I'm using that corner to try and avoid that. And then that means the guard will have to roll a 1 dice health check. And finally a fail. Guard goes down. They are level 1, so they are removed.
Nice.
So we got 1 guard out.
So all that's left for us is
the resistance. Gosh, and again, I think they better just hunker down there, huh? They better just hug this cover. Yeah. Better just hug that cover and fire off at that guard in front of them. So they're rolling 3d6. He's over 6 inches away, so they're not going to get a bonus there. The guard will get 2d6 to come back at them. They don't get a solo card because they've already done 3 characters. Yep. Okay, so here is for my first resistance. Oh, doggone it. It is really dark over here. They can't hardly see a thing. They're just shooting into the dark. They got 1 hit coming at them. They're going to have to roll a 1 dice cover save. They failed. They lost one of their models. One of their models is removed. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. That they're not doing too good on that flank over there. Okay. So that puts us over to the guards themselves. I guess we'll start activating with those guards that are nearest to the French resistance over there. I have a guard there that is going to fire. He's going to get only 1 dice this turn. The French resistance are now down to 4 models. So that means that they will get 2 dice. Here's the guard. Guard gets nothing. French resistance.
Come on.
Well, they got 1 shot at him. He's gonna have to roll a 1 dice health check. And he passes it. The second guard that's over there, he's rolling 2d6 to shoot at the French resistance. Got 2 4s. French resistance is shooting back with 2 dice. A 5, so they couldn't block it even if they wanted to. French resistance takes 2 hits. The guard takes 1 hit. We'll have to roll a 1 dice health check. Failed it, but he is in cover. Failed that as well. Soldier is down. Soldier is down and removed from play.
Yay.
However, the resistance took 2 hits. If they miss this, they could be packing it up and heading for home. This is their cover save for the rocks. I need this. 4 better, save.
Yay.
That means 1 more model is removed. I'll take this fella here. All right. They're not doing so hot over there. Next soldier, I guess, or baddie would be this one in the tower shooting down at Gage. So he's rolling 2 dice 6. She hasn't been in a fight yet. She could shoot back with 2 dice 6, or she could dodge.
I say take the chance now while you still have the 2. Right?
Okay. All right. All right. Yeah, that's what if Bessy wants blood, we give Bessy blood.
No,
The difference is she's not going to get to do any blocking.
Right.
That if any hits that he makes is automatically going to be a health check for her. So you're going offensive when you have no chance of actually blocking. So she's going to have to roll a 1 dice health check. Here is her shots at him. She got a 5. He got a 5. So here is her health check on a D8, and she passes. Here is his health check on a D6. He failed. He's got cover. He failed again, and the guard is gone. Oh yeah,
That's worth it.
I know. If you take a risk and it works out, that's awesome. Could have easily have been the other way around.
Not Gage. She's good. Even with your dice rolling.
Gage takes out the gun tower, the tower guard.
Girl.
Who do we have next? We got guards there and there. Let's see.
And then you still have.
I have a soldier. They actually do have line of sight towards the resistance. So, but they don't have the 12 inches. They do not have the 12 inches. So that's no line of sight. They're going to wander.
Uh-oh.
No, they do have 12 inches to somebody, and that's Gage. Okay. So they both have line of sight on Gage. And that car is probably blocking that guy. The tower is not blocking that guy, though. So we're going to say the tower is going to block from that one. So he's just going to wander. He's not sure what's going on. He's going to start wandering. He heads back in this direction.
Yay.
The other guard or soldier there on the field, does have a line of sight to Gage. So he is shooting over here at Gage. He's rolling 2 dice 6. Is Gage dodging now?
Yeah.
So she'll have
extra?
3 die 8. Nope. Okay. So 2 die 6 from the guard. Got a 4. She's dodging. Got a 7 and an 8. Yeah, she does have a reroll if she needed it for dodge. So she will cancel his success, and she's holding her ground over there. So the other guard that's back there. I suppose we ought to double check the range because that's getting out there. Okay, we're gonna give it to him. So he's also shooting at Gage. He's rolling 2 die 6. Nothing. So she is in the clear, and that's all of them.
What about the guy behind the?
Guy behind the.
No, he does nothing, right?
He does nothing. Okay. Yeah, he's a guard, so he won't move. He's defending wherever he is. All right, so that is the end of turn 2. Recovery check. Let's see if this question comes up once in a while about recovery checks. And basically, at the end of each turn, every injured character gets to roll. It doesn't matter when it happens. So Rutherford was injured on turn 1. He failed his first recovery check, but he's still injured, so he gets to roll. He could shake it off later on. So that's what that's trying to represent. Some injuries will linger. Some go away. So he is shaking off
Yay.
his injury.
Good job.
So he's ready to get back into the fight at full strength.
And we add soldiers.
Yes, yes. So we'll draw for that one over there.
2.
2 soldiers, boys and girls. At least it wasn't a 3. I don't know. I'd like to see the werewolf get out here. I think that would be cool.
We'll see.
So 2 more. I don't want to clump them up. She's about to open up on it with the machine. No, I'm not clumping. They gotta. Yeah, they can't help but clump though. They're coming out. They're coming out that door over there. They've got to set up close to that plot point or to that spawn point. See.
Yep.
So they're gonna be clumping. All right, and for the other one.
1.
Oh, it's a 1. A 1. Okay. And 1 more appears over there. So I'm going to put them out here, make sure they have line of sight on the resistance. And that card's gone. So we're starting turn number 3. What's this card out here for? What was that card out here for?
Oh, for the 2 over there, I think.
Okay. All right. Starting turn number 3. I have to activate my characters first. Now, remember, if there were 2 leagues out here, if I had 2 player leagues out here, like another league that was actually fighting against us, then I could decide which side to activate first if there was an actual another league. But in this case, I'm simply playing against the scenario, and the scenario are NPCs, so I cannot force the NPCs to go first, although I would love to. So that means the player characters are activating.
Who are you activating first?
I think it's got to be Gage. I think Gage has to just like throw a bursty on those clumps. Do we want to do that first?
Does he come out ready?
I don't remember. Let's see. Escape. We can finally immediately have peril after the challenge is all the expedition passed. Yeah, because that's basically his action.
Okay.
Is to remove the confinement counter. Okay. So that would end.
Remember,
there are 2 things that end your activation. Performing an action ends your activation. Fighting ends your activation. So okay. I
don't know that it really matters one way or another.
Yeah. I think I'm going to have Gage activate first. Okay. And try to blarf on these fellas over here.
Now, does she have to do anything to...
Yeah, she's going to take a solo card. Oh, you're exactly right. That's a plot point. Oops. Yeah. She doesn't just automatically take that over. That's a plot point. She's got to get it ready. So, yeah, that'll be a whole turn, basically, plus a peril. So, here's her peril.
1 with cunning.
1 with cunning. She rolls, I think, as many D8s as you could fit in your mouth. Which, boys and girls, don't ever put any dice in your mouth. That's just a safety tip. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I got 5D8. When I roll for a peril, I get a +1 bonus from my watchful eye. So I got 5D8, and I got to get 1 success. I think I can do that. Look at that. Surprise, surprise. And then the plot point challenge is 1 with might. That ain't good, boys and girls. I've only got 2d6 in might. Damn it. Let me see. Oh, I got my electro goggles. Though. I can reduce the number of successes by X. I only need to roll once. I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna try and reduce the number of successes by X. And what X means, remember this, boys and girls. When something says X, that means you draw the top card off the deck and you look at the X number. So let's see what it is. 3. Oh, 3. It was a 3.
Ooh.
And remember, when you're using a gadget, you always have to check to see if it explodes on you. So if there's the flame icon down here, the story icon, that means you have a mishap, and the gadget could explode on you. Her goggles like fry your head. Bzzz. Not this time. Not this time. So she reduces the number of successes that she needs by 3. That makes it a 0. And it is passed.
Yay.
So the electro goggles paid off there.
No, she's supposed to do the plot point.
No, that was the plot point.
Oh, I thought
Wasn't
it?
it?
I thought the first one was her solo card. Did we do that wrong?
Did we?
I think
That should have been her solo card.
Yeah.
So that wasn't the peril. I rolled for it like it was.
We rolled for it because we got the.
So I don't want to change those because those happen. So go ahead and draw a solo card for her.
Double down.
Double down. So the nearest enemy to her has to draw 2 solo cards. So the nearest enemy to her, we're going to say it's that soldier right there. Is going to have to take 2 solo cards. The calm, no character can run, rush, or attack or shoot this turn.
Oh.
This affects all characters on the table. So no more shooting for the rest of this turn. Yikes. Draw another one. That's going to have some implications.
Foul play.
Foul play. The enemy closest to this character, and in this situation, we're talking about this soldier because that's the character that drew the solo card. The enemy nearest to this character has to roll for the peril at the bottom of this card. That is Gage. So Gage has to roll for the peril at the bottom of that card. And it is 2 successes with finesse or cunning. She has her, I think I'm just going to roll it. I got 5 dice. I'm not going to use my electro goggles. I've got 4 dice normally, plus I have watchful eye. So I need 2. Got it. All right. So she survives that. You're right. We did that out of sequence there, boys and girls. I forgot that we should have drawn a solo card for her first. Get so excited and caught up in playing. So she's done. That plot point is captured. So I'm going to pick that up. The reward for taking that position is on the card. So there's not a separate reward card that you draw for that. It tells you what it does. So she can basically now use it to place bursts around the table.
All right.
The next character that we're going to activate is Rutherford. So draw him a card.
1 with finesse.
All clear. Characters ignores all perils, including perilous areas and bursts for the remainder of this turn. He's just standing there.
Oh, we have the calm, so we can't.
I know, they can't shoot.
Should we put that back out there?
He can't run either. I think we can remember it. I think I am going to go ahead and move Rutherford. I could move him towards that plot point and remove some counters for Ace.
Yeah.
And make sure, you know what, for the calm, boys and girls, we're going to say that all of a sudden in the darkness, a howl is heard in the distance. Oh, there's a wolf howling somewhere. And everyone freezes. It chills everyone's blood for a moment as they look around. What's that sound? Okay. Well, there's not going to be any shooting, so Rutherford's going to move up to.
Yeah, you might as well.
Move up to the edge there. Kind of use those bricks for a little bit of cover. Remember, we can assume that he's in whatever position that he needs to be in. He could be in like a prone position here next to these rocks. We're not assuming that he has to just stand like a statue all the time. So he moves up there, and Rutherford is dithering, however. So Rutherford, if I want him to perform an action, I've got to discard a card. So this question comes up sometimes, and if questions like this come up, go back and just kind of read through the solo rules, and you'll probably find the answer for it. And there is a ruling for it. So if you have to discard a card, normally that would come from your hand, right? If you're playing solo and you have to discard, then you choose one of the cards that are attached to any of your characters and remove it to pay for that action.
I'd do sprint.
I think you're right. So looking over the cards that we have attached right now, sprint appears to be the most useless. It's attached to Gage. She appears to be making a nest here. We're going to say he's going to discard the sprint to pay for his dithering. So he has paid for his dithering, and he can now perform an action. So first thing that happens is he's going to attempt that plot point, and he's going to have to take a peril.
Does he ignore it?
Why would he ignore a peril?
I thought it got all clear. This character ignores all perils.
Why would he ignore it? That doesn't even make sense. Oh, yeah. He drew all clear for his solo card. So he ignores all perils. So doesn't have to roll for that. Got past the peril. Now it is the plot point challenge. Can he open this gate? He's got 2 successes that he needs with finesse or cunning. 2 successes with finesse or cunning. And he's got 3 dice 6 in finesse. Plus he has a trick. So if he had to, he could discard to gain a bonus. When it counts, we'll give him a bonus also. We'll have to use it. We're going to use when it counts, because this is when it counts, boys and girls, to get an extra dice. That gets him to there. Now, I could discard 1 more card to get another dice. Either getting rid of his Furious, but I like him not suffering penalties. I like her Watchful Eye. I don't have another card to discard, so I'm just going to go with it. Risk it right here. So I've got 4 dice 6, and I need 2 successes. That sounds like 50-50 odds to me.
Oh, never tell me the odds.
Never tell me the odds. I don't like that. I want another dice. I want another dice. All right, we're just going to go with it. And he fails.
I think you were too amused by that.
Sure. Yep. Okay. Hey, boss, are you in there? Get me out of here. hey, where's the key? Do you have it?
All right.
Okay.
Ace.
Ace has it activated? Okay, give him a solo card. Watch your step. So he's going to get a peril. He's going to get double perils this turn. First, for his solo card, he's going to have to roll 1 success with cunning or might. So he'll be using his might. 3 die 10. He only needs 1 of these. Easy peasy. And now he's going to try to break through his confinement, which again is a peril. Now he's got to roll 2 successes with might or finesse. If I get 3 successes, he is free. I got 1. All right, I got 1 success.
Does he
Blip.
possibly get hurt since that was a peril?
Oh, yeah. Not only that, but he doesn't even remove anything. You have to pass the challenge to remove anything. So he didn't pass it. So not only he takes the 2 hits, and he doesn't remove any counters. So here is his 2 hits. Passes the health check. He was not injured. I think he started slipping down the side of the cliff there, the side of the pit. All right.
So you still have your resistance, gang.
Oh, resistance. The resistance. They can't do anything. I guess they're just going to sit quietly. They're going to reorganize a little bit, make sure they get plenty of rock in between them and them.
Okay.
And we're going to call that good for them.
All right. Oh, yeah, we can't shoot.
Yeah, can't do any shooting. Let's see. Did he get a success on that deal there? Did Rutherford get a success? He did, didn't he?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to put one blip on that just to show that he did get a success on opening the gate over here. So there's his one success that he got for trying to get the gate open.
Okay.
Resistance is done. Guard is done. Soldier has somebody in line of sight. He is not allowed to shoot this turn because he is chilled to the bone. Let's just have him step beside this crate, though. Right? That makes sense. We have this guard back here. He's going to advance up to here. Cannot shoot. We have more guards over here, more soldiers over here. We're going to have them kind of scatter a little bit here. We're going to have one move this way a little bit. Just kind of have them fanning out. This one over here, he'll get up behind the car to use it for some cover too. Those two are there. And that's all of them. I mean, we had the calm in place, so everyone is chilled to their bones from the.
I feel calm.
So no shooting, no rushing, no fighting, and that ends that turn. We don't have any recovery checks to roll for. We're going to pull a bullet. We're going to add some more soldiers to the table. So X for that one over there. One more soldier appears over there.
Oh!
3, boys and girls. The wolf is in play. The wolf is in play. Ow. All right. He is a big level 3 monster.
Level 3 or level 4?
Level 4. Level 4 monster. I'll show you his card real quick. Probably shouldn't hold the camera for this. Probably better if it was just sitting down.
Probably,
but anyway, Muscles of Steel, big, which pushes his health up to D12s, and Inhuman. So we're sitting here with a big 3x12 Brawl. Shoot is pretty decent too. Not a great dodger. Big on might, big on cunning. The wolf is cunning.
Done.
All right, that's the big monster that is now in play. Well, that's going to make things much, much different. As we start turn number 4.
Did you pull a bullet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Turn number 4.
Who are we activating?
Oh my gosh, I don't know. I think I almost have to do Phantom Ace.
Yeah.
The wolf's going to go after Gage. She's in a tough spot right there.
I mean, at least she can shoot him, right?
Mm-hmm. She's not a great shooter, but she
could place a burst, right?
She could place a burst on him, but he's going to probably laugh at the burst. He will probably scoff at the burst. All right. So if Rutherford could complete that plot point, then that would break the confinement. Let me just look here.
And that means that he hasn't activated.
Hasn't activated. So the effect of the plot point for the cells: immediately remove all confinement counters from one leader. So that would be if you had multiple heroes or leaders locked up, you get to pick which one of them you're wanting to remove the confinement counters from. So if Rutherford could complete the plot point, that means Phantom Ace could come up out of there with guns ablazing.
No.
Blah, 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 blah,
You'd also have to get rid of Furious or Watchful Eye.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
She doesn't really need Watchful Eye anyway.
Okay.
It just helps her for perils, and there's really not any perils out here. Not anymore once she's passed.
Okay, all right. I just wanted you to be aware.
All right. I'm glad she remembers that. I'm glad somebody knows the rules. Somebody around here.
Level 4 judge, pal.
Level 4 judge. All right. I think that's what we do. I think we have Rutherford try to open the cage. If he
Okay.
blows this, it's gonna really hurt. But
That's gonna really hurt.
come
'cause
on,
then he just
Rutherford, you can
wasted
do it.
a-
You can get your buddy out of there. All right, here we go. So when he activates, he has to take a solo card. Solo card says the storm. So on this card, what happens is normally you draw a solo card for the first 3 characters that activate each turn. When the storm is drawn, you have to draw a solo card when every single character activates in the turn. So every character is going to get a solo card when they draw or when they activate.
Okay.
So that's the solo card. So now he's going to move on to the plot point. Here is the peril. Gunfire is heading in that direction. He's trying to keep his head down while unlocking the cage.
1 with
He
might.
needs to roll 1 with might. He's got 3 die 8 in might. Here it is, 3 die 8. He gets past the peril. Now the plot
Yay.
point is already shown here. The plot point was partially completed last turn. He now needs to roll 1 success
With finesse or
with
cunning?
finesse or cunning. He's got 3 die 6 in finesse. All he has to do is get
Is
one
that when
of
you would
these.
get rid of Watchful Eye?
Yes, I should have got rid of Watchful Eye for attempting the plot point. So Watchful Eye is now gone. Man, I tell you what, she won't even let me cheat a minute. Here's the roll. I need 1, and I got it. So we're going to go ahead and remove all of the confinement counters from Phantom Ace, and he is no longer confined.
Who makes these buildings?
Most of these are by Crescent Root. Crescent Root. Now, Crescent Root do have the habit of discontinuing buildings. They'll make them for a few years, and then they'll move on and start making something else. I really like these, but they are discontinued. The tower here is by Foreground. Okay. So that will end Rutherford's activation. He is done.
Oh, he didn't get it?
Yeah, he got it. What?
Okay. Well, I just didn't remember.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's why I removed all of his confinement counters.
Okay. All right, so Ace is
free. Ace is free. And we're just going to pop him up here.
He just pops out.
Yeah, guns a-blazing. Is that what I'm going to do? Activate him next?
He's got to start shooting somebody.
What the heck is my Phantom Ace model? Did I not get one out? Sorry, brief interlude while I try and hunt down a Phantom Ace.
Phantom Ace, where are you?
Here's one.
Is that the one?
Well, it's close enough. Okay. So Phantom Ace is now freed from the pit.
Hey,
I guess we go ahead and activate him. Oh my god.
What's he gonna do? He's got to shoot the werewolf, right?
I'd like to get some cover. I'd like to get.
Wait, does he get a solo card too? Then?
Absolutely, he gets a solo card.
Watch your head.
Watch your head is a peril. I've got to roll for the peril that's down below at the bottom of the card. So 1 with finesse or cunning. He's got 3 die 10 in finesse. See if we can get 1. Easy peasy. And that's the solo card.
I'm gonna have to shuffle.
Gosh, what do you think, boys and girls? I think I'm gonna move up to these barrels and maybe split my dice and try and take out both of these.
You're gonna leave the werewolf to gauge?
Well, I can't. The only way I could shoot the werewolf would be to like run past everybody so that he was my closest target.
Oh.
I can't ignore all of these soldiers that are in the way.
He could hop between. It could be on the other side of that ladder. Couldn't it be underneath the tower?
Okay, I'm gonna go with what I said. So he's
agree to
going to
disagree.
move. He's going to move to here. And I think I'm going to try and shoot down. You guys remember the splitting dice rule? Who remembers that? So if I try to shoot 3 of these models, or should I go for 2? I'll just go for 2. So I'm going to go for these 2 models here. And the way the splitting works is, you calculate how many dice you're going to have, which would be 4 dice. Only the first one counts for the short range bonus. So I can divide those dice any way I want between those 2 characters. So I could put 2 on this guy over here and 3 on this one over here. And I think that's what I'm going to do. Let's see if I can get both of those guys out of here. So, and then I get to decide the order in which the fights occur. The active character does that. So we'll do the guy that I'm putting 3 dice on first. Here is the shooting. 3 successes, 2 5s, and a 6. Here is the guy shooting back. A 4. I'm going to go ahead and take it.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and take his 4
Bold
and make him
move.
take a, was it 2 dice or 3? 2 dice health check? How many successes did I roll?
For ace? 3.
3? Okay, so 3 dice health check. And he is removed from play. Here is the second fight.
Does ace take his?
Yes. Yes. I have to roll my health check, 1 dice health check. Failed it. I'm calling my barrels for cover. Made it. Next guy is
2 dice he's shooting with?
Yes. I got 2 dice going at the baddie. Baddie is shooting back with 3 dice because it's short range. I don't remember if I gave the other one short range. He got a 6. I'm going to go ahead and say take it. Here is, so I'm going to take a hit. Here's the 2 dice health check for the baddie. Failed it. He's gone. Here is the 1 dice health check for ace. Failed it. Cover. I failed it again. So ace ends up getting shot. These guys got Ace's number. That's for sure. They know how to gun him down. All right. And that puts us to Gage has not activated. Yeesh.
Where's our solo?
All right. Solo card says,
watch your head.
Watch your head. That is a peril. Sure. We thought we got rid of all the perils, but no, there's one. 1 success with cunning. She's got 4 die 8 in cunning just naturally. Got it? So the peril is passed. The solo card is passed. Gosh, what are we going to do with Gage here, boys and girls? What are we going to do with Gage? Oh, the storm. Okay. She could put a burst out there. She could hit the monster and a guard. Do we do that?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to put the burst out there. We'll hit the monster and the guard. So draw a peril.
1 with might.
1 with might. The monster will in fact scoff at such silliness as the bullets bounce harmlessly off its iron hide. 3 die 12. It needs 1 success. Got it.
Dang it.
The guard rolls 1 dice. Needs 1 success. Failed.
Yay.
Has to take his hit. Pass that. Okay.
Resistance.
What are they doing over here?
They get a solo too.
What?
The storm, right?
Oh, yeah. Every character gets a card. Okay, give us a card. Stand firm. Roll for the check below. They got a mite on there, so they're going to get to roll 2 dice for that. They got to get 2 successes. They did not. The failure part of
Can't
it
move.
is that they cannot move. So they will remain where they are and shoot at that guard. They have 2 dice to shoot at him. He's got 2 dice to shoot back. Here's their 2 dice. 6 and a 4.
Nice.
Here's their shooting back. Got a 5. They can't afford to take the hit because if they lose another model, they will break.
Right.
So they're going to have to block. Oh, they're going to have to block that. I mean, you don't have to, but they will. And that means the guard will have to roll a 1 dice health check. Failed it. We're going to give him cover for those boxes. Failed it again. He's gone. Okay.
So that's all our side. Who you want to activate from their side? Is it the wolf?
Yeah, I guess the wolf is the nearest thing, isn't it?
All right, here's his solo. Oh.
Held in place.
Nice.
Oh my gosh.
That was handy.
Did you stack that on there?
No, I didn't. That's called good juju.
All right, the wolf comes busting out through that door there. The splinters as the wolf comes out through there, and then instead of rushing forward, it just stands there and howls again. Oh!
Maybe some just toe. Got an ouchie.
Got a splinter coming through there.
Owie!
Owie! Splinter. Wow. Okay. Well, you know what? In that case, what he does is he picks up a nearby crate and hurls it at Gage. 3 die 10 shooting skill. That's because I just picked out a random, not really a random, but I picked out a card that I liked out of the stack. Maybe I wouldn't normally give it a shooting skill, but kind of fun to have boxes hurling around as well. 3 die 10. It looks like we may even have not short range. So 3 die 10 to shoot. Now, is she going to fire back or is she going to dodge? I think she's going to have to dodge.
Yeah.
She's got 3 die 8 to dodge with, plus she has a reroll. All right, here she goes. 3 die 8 to dodge this box coming at her. 2 successes, 7 and a 4. That 7's going to be awfully hard to dodge. Remember, you got to roll equal or higher to cancel their dice. And all she gets is a 5. So she can stop that 4, but that means she's going to have to roll a 1 dice health check as the crate comes smashing down on her. She failed. I'm going to give her cover. And she passes.
Yay!
Normally, a gun position would also give you cover. That's just a normal rule. Let's see. The next, I guess we're going to go cycling through the baddies. I guess I'm going to start over here on this side, and they're going to start drawing solo cards because each one that activates.
Make it count.
Make it count. So what that does is it means he gets a +1 to brawl, shoot, or dodge until it is used, and he will use it immediately as he opens up on Gage. Would normally get 2 dice. That would get him up to 3 dice, and I think she's still in dodge mode.
Yeah, I think so too.
So here is his shooting. A 5. Here is her dodging. Stopped it.
Nice.
Okay. Next guy over there by the car is activating.
On guard.
On guard. That means he's going to have to roll for the. Can I move during this activation? That means he has to roll for the challenge below. 2 dice on might, finesse, or cunning. He cannot accomplish that, so that means he'll go straight to the fail portion, which means he cannot move this turn.
Okay.
That's fine. He'll go ahead and shoot with 2 dice 6 at Gage. You know what?
What?
Phantom Ace may be closer. I'm going to say Phantom Ace is closer.
You think so?
About 7 inches. No. Okay. All right, shooting at Gage. 6 and a 4. Come on, Gage. You can dodge it. You can dodge it. She gets a 4, so she stops
Okay,
1.
okay.
She's going to have to roll a health check. Health check.
Yeah.
Saved.
Atta girl.
Okay, so she was not injured.
All right, who's next?
The guy at the tailgate.
Surprise twist.
Surprise twist. This side's activation ends immediately. Switch sides. That character's activation ends, so he won't be doing anything. It switches to the opposing side, but they have already all activated, so it will just simply go back to the Germans, but it costs him his activation.
Cool.
So he's done.
He was the one by the trunk, right?
Yep.
Okay.
So we got the guy in the open over here. So his solo card.
Surprise
Another
twist.
surprise twist. That'll cost him his activation.
Okay.
Same thing happened.
Foul play.
Foul play.
I guess it's
Closest
ace.
enemy is going to be Ace. Has to roll for the challenge that's on that card as a peril. So finesse.
Oh, shoot. Andy's hurt.
Yeah, and he is hurt. So he's going to be down to D8s, but he's got 3 die 8. He's got to get 2 of these, boys and girls. He needs 2 to pass this peril. And he does. Oh.
Woo, that was close.
And now the guy continues his activation, and that will be to shoot at Phantom Ace with 2 die 6. Phantom Ace will shoot back. Yeah, we'll shoot back with 4 die 8. I don't think they're within short range bonus there. Nope, just a little bit outside of it. So 2 die 6 for the guard. 5 and a 4. Phantom Ace.
Oh, dear.
I'm going to keep those. A 6, an 8, and a 3. So now here's something that's very interesting. And you guys, this was a new ability that was added in the characters book. There's 10 or so new abilities in the characters book. Phantom Ace Experienced version has the ability called Combat Sense. What that means, that was the wrong camera anyway, wasn't it? Combat Sense. When fighting against lower level enemies, you always control the blocking unless they choose to dodge. So since he has Combat Sense, normally in this situation, the opponent would simply deliver their 2 hits, hoping to get Ace further down. But because he's got Combat Sense, that means that Phantom Ace controls the blocking here. And I think he's got to play it defensively here.
I think so too.
I don't think he can afford to take another hit. Since he's already injured, he's going to have to knock out. He can take out their 4. He can take out their 5. And that leaves 1 hit getting through to the guard. So the guard has to roll a 1 dice check, and Ace won't be rolling a damn thing. And the guard passes their check. So if I'd have played that a little more risky, I could have possibly got that guard out of there, right?
Possibly.
Boy, I tell you what, Pulp Alley is such a game of risk and reward. So you constantly have that sort of balance. The more you risk, the tougher it can be. But if you make it, then it can really pay off.
Yeah.
I played that one safe, and it didn't pay off for me. But at least I didn't get knocked down.
The guy in the back behind the corner?
Sure, let's draw him a solo card. What'd you draw?
Move along. Effect, none.
Move along. Effect, none. Did nothing. Okay.
He's a bit of a non-entity.
Yeah, he's gonna hang him. He's guarding the back entrance. That's what he's doing. That's where he was ordered to stay. So he's
Here's
following,
a werewolf.
he's
Here's
following
some
orders.
No.
Guard the door. They told me to stay here. That's all. That's why I'm.
That's none of mine. Never mind.
I gotta stay right here.
All right.
That ends the turn. Held in place. My gosh.
That was handy.
Oh, recovery check. I pulled a bullet. Here is a recovery check for
Phantom
Phantom
Ace.
Ace. Can he shake off his injury?
Dun.
No.
Son of a
He
biscuit.
continues bleeding
He doesn't have a
profusely.
reroll.
Nope.
Dang.
Dang it. That's probably what he should have taken with his experience was Indomitable or something, huh?
Oh no, I get to block turds. Look at me, I'm so cool.
Well, it's better if you don't get hit. All right. So as we start turn number 5 here, this is a 6-turn scenario. If we start turn number 5, we get more baddies. So no more werewolves. 2 soldiers appear at this entrance over here. Blip and blip. And how many soldiers at the other entrance behind the werewolf?
2.
2 more over there. They are coming out now. Holy cow.
Poor Gage.
All right, that one's gone. Okay, boys and girls, we're starting turn number 5 here. Who do we activate first? We start with
We need
Gage.
to get Rutherford over there.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we could do Gage and throw a burst over there. Maybe she can wipe
We
some
could
of
drop
those.
a burst on like 4 characters
Yeah,
over here.
maybe some of those.
We'll do
So-and-sos.
that. We'll drop a burst on these 4 characters right here. Boosh. So remember, when you hit multiple characters, you draw a single card. What's the card going to be?
One with finesse.
1 with finesse are all going to have to roll 1 with finesse. Wonder how good that finesse you. The werewolf only has 2 dice 6 in finesse.
Ooh. Note of finesse, so.
Let's see how that goes.
Yeah.
Here's his roll. Got it.
Oh.
Now, the guards, I'm going to start on this one over here. I got 1, 2, 3 to roll for.
1.
Made it.
Dang it.
Made it.
Dang it.
Made
Dang it.
it.
What the heck, bro?
What is this? Was that my peril?
Oh.
Okay. So Gage is done. Man, Phantom Ace is hanging on by a thread. What? What did we forget?
Did we pull a solo card for her? No.
Okay, draw a solo card for her.
Missing clue.
Missing clue. She rolls for the challenge down below. So 4 die 8. It's good to get another attach card for sure. Okay, got it. 2 successes. So she is attaching this, and what it does is she gets a +1 when attempting plot points. But even better than that is it just gives me another attach card for solo play. So now I have that card attached. Oh dear. What is Phantom Ace going to do now?
Rutherford needs to get his booty in gear and go shoot some things.
Some werewolf?
Yeah.
I think werewolf needs to be shot. I think I can do it. I think if I move Rutherford to the tower right here, he's got a shot at the werewolf, and the werewolf is the nearest target.
Get him.
There's another guy back there. Let's see.
To the front side of the tower? What about inside?
I want to see how close this guy is. Okay. They're close enough that I'm going to let him pick his target, and he's still going to go against the werewolf. We could shuffle another inch this way anyway. Okay. So taking cover here at the tower, firing at the werewolf.
Did we do a solo card for him?
Absolutely not. Okay, draw it.
Oh, son.
Oh my God. No shot. No shot. So this turn, he moves over to the tower and is reloading. So he will not be shooting after all.
Rutherford!
Oh, well, you know.
You wait till you're in position to be like, oh, wait.
You don't want to hurry. You don't want to hurry. That's how accidents happen. So he gets in position. Sits down there, make sure he's loaded. You want to take your time on something like this. You don't want to hurry.
All right, who's next? Ace.
You know what? If we activated them first,
They get a solo card.
they get a solo card, and Ace won't. I think.
Are you gonna sacrifice?
I think no. I mean, we'll go ahead and give it to Ace. It could be something good.
None.
Move along. No effect whatsoever. Okay. All right. So what he's gonna do is he's gonna move around to this other corner of the tower.
Okay.
So he's gonna do a 6-inch move to this corner now, dragging his wounded marker along with him.
Trail of blood.
And he's going to throw some shots at the werewolf. The werewolf will be shooting back.
What's he shoots it with?
With a lot. They are in short range, so that's going to put werewolf up to 4 die 10.
No.
What do you mean, no?
No.
Yes, 4 die 10. Phantom Ace will have 5d8. Yikes.
Oh.
We'll see how it goes.
goes.
Here is, we'll roll for Phantom Ace first. He's the active character. And here's the roll.
Bum, bum, bum.
2 successes.
Wow.
2 successes, and they're low ones. Oh dear. This could go really, really bad. Here's the werewolf. Werewolf gets 2 successes also. Ace could not block even if he wanted to, so that means both are taking 2 hits. The werewolf will take his 2 hits on D12s.
Fail it.
Double eights says no with their 88. Phantom Ace fails with 1, makes 1, will roll his cover save, and fails that as well. Oh dear, oh dear. Phantom Ace is about to get blown to bits again, or ripped to shreds by the werewolf. All right, all right. So the only character that we haven't activated is the French Resistance. I think they got a shot on the werewolf.
Take it.
For what it's worth.
Take it.
You know, they could move.
Yeah, move them up.
Don't
be pansy sitting in behind a rock the whole game.
Hey, don't besmirch the honor and courage of the mighty French Resistance. All right, they're going to move up and shoot at the werewolf. They do have short range. So they will have 1, 2, 3 dice.
Ooh.
3 die 6 versus werewolves.
And he's been in a fight.
2 die 10.
1 fight and 1 fight.
Yep. 2 die 10. All right. So here is my French Resistance. 6 and a 4. Okay. They're going to win the day. They are here to make it count. Werewolf throws another crate. 5 and a 10.
Ooh, we could block the 5. Or just take them all.
We'll say take them all. No, that's going to wipe them out completely.
Yeah, but he might get a boo-boo.
Okay, we'll try it. We're sacrificing them here. It is full sacrifice. They will be crushed here. So both sides take 2 hits. Even if they pass their cover save, they will lose 1 model. That is enough to lose combat effectiveness, and the rest of them will flee towards the hills. Werewolf will have to roll a 2 dice health check. No cover. And he takes a boo-boo. Very good. Well, that's interesting.
Told you.
I know. Wow. What now? So they've all activated, right?
Yep.
All of them have activated. So we have the baddies to activate, and their closest model is the werewolf, and his closest enemy is Phantom Ace. So that's what we got going on. Werewolf is rushing at Phantom Ace. Rawr. Werewolf has muscles of steel, so it is not affected by its injury, so it will continue to roll 3 die 12 to fight. It won't get that, though, because it is not Moxie. So it's been in 2 fights. It's down to rolling 1 die 12. Well, that's enough to put Phantom Ace down.
That's not funny.
What should Phantom Ace do here? Is he going to shoot? Gritting his teeth?
Yeah. Why not?
I
He's
like
coming
that.
at him anyway.
I like that. I like that. Well, if he dodged, he could get his inch backwards. With 2 die 8 to dodge with, he's not a great dodger.
No, you might as well.
And he's down to D6s.
Plus he has trick or hooplas or
danger sense
Yeah.
or combat sense.
Combat
Yeah,
sense.
combat sense. Okay. But that's not a lower level enemy, so he can't use it against him.
Okay.
Yeah. Only works against lower level enemies. All right, so 5d6.
5d6 against
1d12. 1d12.
What could go wrong?
What could go wrong? Come on, you know. All right, here is the d12 attack. Are you sure you shouldn't dodge?
No, I'm sure.
Okay. Here's the attack.
What was that?
It's a 5. It's my magnetic dice cup. Hey, boys and girls, if I haven't asked you already, please take a moment right now and make sure you hit that like button for us. We're up to 27 likes. That's awesome. If you're watching right now, please take a moment right now, hit that like button. We would really appreciate it if you'd consider subscribing to our little channel here. We really appreciate you all. Hope you all had a lovely Thanksgiving or whatever holiday you choose to celebrate. Festivus for the rest of us. Here's Phantom Ace's roll. A 4.
A 4.
A 5. And a 4. So the monster says take them all. It is an NPC. It's not going to try and block. So Phantom Ace has to take that hit. That means Phantom Ace is rolling a 1 dice health check. And the monster is rolling a 3 dice health check.
Okay.
Okay, 1 dice. He's down to D6 health. If he fails this, he is down.
Come on, Ace.
Boom! He is down.
You had 1 job.
Phantom Ace is beat into the ground like a tent peg. The werewolf is rolling a 3 die 10 health check. Boom. Passes it, boys and girls.
Eater. I am so mad at you.
Last turn of the game. No, we still have a bunch of baddies. We have a bunch of baddies still left to go. Okay. Okay. I guess they're all shooting at Rutherford.
What about those guys over here?
Yeah, not those guys. Yeah. This guy. This guy. This guy. This guy. Okay. These 4 are shooting at Gage. 1, 2, 3, 4 at Gage. These 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are shooting at Rutherford.
Dodging.
Gage, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. She's going to be dodging. All right. So 2 dice from the baddie. 3 die 8 from her to do some dodging. Okay. Here we go. I should have given him the monster. I should have made him horrific. Here is the shooting from the guard. He got nothing. Here's shooting from the next guard. 2 hits. She's going to have to get a couple saves in there. She got stopped both of them. Here's the shooting from the next guard. Nothing. Next guard. 2, 6, 6, and a 4. Dodge. Only dodged one of them. Have to roll a 1 dice health. Passed. Next 5 shots on Rutherford.
What's Rutherford's gonna do?
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Well, let's see. What do you think? Does he go for blood here?
Maybe unlike
He's got veteran, so he's not going to lose dice.
maybe he should. I mean, try and clear some of them out.
Yeah, he's got to try and get some of these guys out of here. It'll be bad if they land a bunch of hits on him, but he's going to have to try his best. Okay, so here is there are going to be 5 guards shooting at him, or 5 baddies. So here's baddie number 1. I need a better place to roll. I feel like this is getting too close to my hand. Okay, he does have. Let's see. He does have trick, so he could discard to gain an extra dice, but that's only going to last for 1 fight. I don't think I'm going to use that.
I don't think so.
Okay, here we go. Guard number 1. Got a 5 on him. Rutherford is shooting back, and he is through 4 die 8. Rutherford's going to have to roll a 1 dice health check, and the guard will have to roll a 2 dice health check. Here is for the guard. Guard passed. Rutherford failed. He's in cover. Passed. Next guard. 2 hits coming at Rutherford. Rutherford scores 4 successes. That means the guard is going to have to roll a 4 dice health check. This guy is standing in the open. He won't get any cover. Surprise, surprise. He is down. Rutherford will have to roll a 2 dice health check. Passed with 1, failed with 1. You're going to get a reroll for his cover. Yes. Passed it. Next guard, 2 dice coming at Rutherford. 1 success. Rutherford's firing back with 4 die 8. 3 successes. Guard's going to have to roll a 3 dice health check. Gone. Rutherford's going to have to roll a 1 dice health check. Failed. Cover. It's passed. Next guard, 2 dice health check. Sorry, that was his shooting. That wasn't a health check. That was his shooting. So he missed with both shots. 4 dice coming at him. He's going to have to roll a 4 dice health check now. And he passed.
Oh my gosh.
And that ends the turn, except for recovery checks.
Oh, the wolf.
Ooh, white dice and red dice.
Well, now that you mentioned it, let's do it that way. I'm going to drop a red dice and a white dice into the cup.
Phantom Ace is red.
Phantom Ace and the wolf.
The wolf.
Phantom Ace is the red dice. Boys and girls, if you haven't already, be sure to hit that like button. If you're not a subscriber, get subscribed to our little channel. Let's see how this goes. Phantom Ace fails this. If the red dice is a 1, a 2, or a 3, Phantom Ace will be removed from the table. Here we go. Red dice is a success.
I mean, they both are, but he's
They're
up.
both a success. So Phantom Ace is going to crawl back to his feet. He is still bloodied. He is still very, very bloodied. The wolf also is going to remove the 1 wound that he had, but Phantom Ace gets to his feet, and he's going to go ahead and take a 1-inch back step. Now, what that could also represent is the smashing of the werewolf into him, and Phantom Ace falling backwards and then climbing back to his feet also. So, very, very cool. This is the last turn of the game. Last turn of the game.
Okay, who we activating first?
I don't think I want to activate Phantom Ace first this time. I think somebody else needs to do some shooting.
Can Rutherford? Well, let's have Rutherford shoot at him.
Yeah, Rutherford. Rutherford, he could move over here behind the. He could do it from there. He doesn't have to do that. He could actually scoot up over here behind these boxes or something like that, and then shoot at the wolf from there. But that means Rutherford's going to get the first solo card. Give me a solo card. Hesitation. This character cannot perform any actions and cannot run. Remember, boys and girls, fighting is not an action. Moving is not an action. Moving is moving. Fighting is fighting. Actions are actions. Okay. Everything is not an action. That's just silly. Rutherford's going to move behind here. He's going to shoot. He's throwing 5D8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The monster is throwing 4 die 10 back at him.
Okay.
All right. Well, that ain't pretty. Let's see how pretty it is. 4 die 8 from Rutherford. Sorry, 5D8. 5 successes.
Woo woo!
5 successes, and the wolf rips a piece of the tower off and throws it at Rutherford. Gets an 8, a 6, and a 4. Do we just say take it all here?
I don't want to say take it all. It's the last turn of the game.
I kind of think so too.
Yeah.
Okay. We're just going to say take them all. And that means the werewolf is going to have to roll a 5 dice health check. I don't even have that many D12s. I don't think they've ever even made that many D12s before. So a 5 die 12 health check. And Rutherford will have to roll a 3 dice health check. Rutherford will have to roll a 3 dice health check. Should actually roll his first, just out of politeness, but I don't feel polite right now. So let's see. There's an entry in there, but he's in cover, boys and girls. He is in cover. So he's going to get to re-roll that failure. He's going to get to re-roll it. And he failed again, boys and girls. The wolf howls in anger. Oh! Oh, ow, 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 owie! Stop shooting at me! So then, do we do Phantom Ace next?
Or Gage.
What is Gage gonna do?
She can't drop. Can she drop a burst on him?
Well, she could, but
What's her shoot?
2 die 6. So she'd
What's a
get
brawl?
3 die 6. Her brawl is 3 die 8.
What's
She's a
his
better-
brawl?
She's a better brawler.
What's his brawl?
His brawl is 3 die 12. 3 die 12.
And it says 3 die 12?
No. So it would be down to 2 die 10 right now.
Let's do it.
I think just having her shoot will have just as good of an effect.
Okay.
So she's going to stay where she is and just shoot at him. And at least it's going to cost him one of his dice when he gets involved with Phantom Ace again.
Okay.
So 3 die 6 from
Gagey girl?
from Gagey Girl shooting at the monster. It will throw 2 dice back at her. She got a 4. Okay. She got a success in there. Here is the monster. He did not. So she doesn't have to roll anything. He's going to have to roll a 1 die 10 health check. And he is fine. He is not injured by her little pea shooter. Now, did we draw a solo card for her?
No.
Solo card for Gage.
Watch your step.
Watch your step. She should have rolled for that first. 4 die 8 in cunning. She'll do that pretty easy. Okay. No effect. All right. So now when Phantom Ace activates, we'll have to draw again when it counts. So it's held until it is used. So we will attach that to Phantom Ace. Gives him a bonus to might, finesse, and cunning when it is used. So Phantom Ace, again, I think what I'm going to do with Phantom Ace is I'm going to, oh crap, I was going to back up and get behind the crates, but if I do that, then that puts Gagey in trouble. I can't do that. See, if I backed up, not only could I shoot this turn, but I could shoot when the monster rushed me too. But I'm not going to back up and make Gage get hit. So he'll just stay where he's at, gritting his teeth, blazing away with the Phantom 45s. He's only getting to roll 5d6. The wolf.
He's been in 2 fights.
He's been in 2 fights. He could go to dodge, or he could go ahead and roll his d10. He's going to go ahead and roll his d10. Because that way, when the wolf activates, if he can take him down, then the wolf can attack somebody else. Okay, 5d10 from Phantom Ace. 5d10 coming from Phantom Ace. What?
Did we draw
a solo card for him?
Oh, yeah, we did. It was attached.
So when it counts. Okay. So here's Phantom Ace's shooting. Counts. 6 and 2 4s. Throwing another chunk of the tower. Nothing. Okay. Yay. So that means the wolf is going to have to roll a 3 dice health check. 3 die 10. Got to get them all. Does not.
Yeah.
Cover.
Oh.
Cover save, boys and girls. Cover save for the wolf. Oh, that doesn't count. Okay. Cover save for the wolf. Saved. Okay. So now when the wolf rushes, the wolf has been in
3 fights.
3 fights, so he doesn't even have any dice. Well, that sucks. Oh, well. He'll rush him anyway. Well, that's counterproductive, I think. He doesn't have any dice. Because he's already been in 3 fights, and he normally gets 3 dice. So all of his dice are gone. So that means that he will automatically have to choose to dodge. And that means Phantom Ace could do the exact same thing. Since the wolf has no offensive capability now, after taking 3, slugs, he would only have the ability to defend at this point because his offensive ability has been negated. So he'll have to choose to dodge. So now what does Phantom Ace do? Phantom Ace could take advantage of that situation and either try and pummel the wolf, or Phantom Ace could choose to dodge also, which means he would automatically get to move an inch away.
I say pummel.
Pummel? It's the last turn of the scenario. We're going to pummel. So, Phantom Ace is down to rolling d6s. He does not get to roll... he does not get to ignore the combat modifier when he's brawling. So he's actually down to just rolling... This is his second fight, so he's down to rolling 3 die 6 to brawl. The wolf, with its dodge, is rolling 2 die 6. 2 die 6 to dodge for the wolf. 3 die 6 for Phantom Ace. 6 and a 4. And the wolf does not dodge either one. We'll have to roll a 2 dice health check. Passed it. And I think we're going to go ahead and call it here.
I think so.
We're going to go ahead and call it here. The only other thing that would happen here is that, as far as for the story, the guards would continue shooting, blam, 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 all across there. Did we forget to put out more guards?
Maybe.
I don't remember. Did we put out more guards at the beginning? I don't remember. So maybe there was another one over there. Maybe there was a one at both spots. So maybe there was an extra guard at both spots. I don't remember if we drew it or not. It's not going to matter at this point. But for the story of what's happening, listen up though. The story of what happens here is, remember that the werewolf was yanking off pieces of the tower to throw at Phantom Ace and Gage and things like that. So now there's a creaking up here, a creaking of the tower, and as the episode ends, the tower collapses on Phantom Ace 4. On Phantom Ace and the wolf here. Rutherford leaps back, Gage leaps back, and the wolf and Phantom Ace are crushed by the tower. That's pretty much the end of Phantom Ace. I don't think there's no possible way he could have survived that. He was already bloodied. He was already injured. In that last fight with the werewolf, Phantom Ace was slugging on him, and the wolf stumbled back and bashed into the supports, right, for the tower, and the tower then collapses on both of them. How could you survive something like that?
Tune in next time to see.
There's more? There's another episode? There's more?
There's more.
There's going to be more.
But wait.
There's more. Boys and girls, I hope you're enjoying this. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoy watching our fun time on this. We're going to continue this storyline a little bit further, at least one, maybe two more scenarios. I'm enjoying it. This is an early World War II. I said 1941, so it's been going on a little ways. In the timeline of Phantom Ace, he's in his 40s now, so getting a little bit longer in the tooth, but still a force to be reckoned with, coming in to whoop up on the foreign aggressors. But it's been fun so far, seeing how it goes. Yeah.
It's been a little rough.
It's been rough, but it's been cool. It's been very, very cool. And remember that a lot of times in the old pulps, a lot of times in the old serials, the good guys did not win every fight. They are frequently captured and beat up and things like that. And it's not until the end that they come out on top. So you got to wait for that. Boys and girls, thank you so much. Charlie, thank you so much for joining us. Edward Hooper, appreciate you. Vinny at Atomic Laser Cut Design, very, very cool. He did those awesome boxes that he sent to us. Oog is on here. Sean Hudson is on here. Dave Ashton up in the UK. How cool. Mortis 005. He belongs in a museum, he tells us. All right, boys and girls, thank you so much for watching. We will see you very soon. Bye, everybody. That was awesome. That was a lot of fun.
Bum,
In
bum,
stream.
bum.